What's happening, everybody? Trey here, joined by my dad, Sean, and today reactions to the classics. It's time for another Eurovision battle for our Eurovision superfan here at RTTC, our patron, John. Thank you, John,
Thanks,
for
John.
always supporting, man, and introducing us to the Eurovision through the years.
Exactly.
And today we're going to be looking at Bucks Fizz, Making Your Mind Up versus Katrina and the Waves, Love, Shine a Light. That is UK's most recent winners.
They are. And on the Bucks Fizz side, John said the win in 1981 represented an era when UK fortunes rested successfully on the quest to find the ultimate 3-minute pop song reflected in the non-Eurovision pop world. The results speak for themselves and can work when the country sticks to a successful, competitive national sound. From 80 to 86, UK rankings were 3, 1, 7, 6, 7, 4, 7. Oh, for those days, John says. He says, to my ears, this is a pop masterpiece, exciting and exquisitely crafted. Not a second is wasted, and a performance that has become iconic in Eurovision history.
And in late 1980, you had Nicola Martin and Andy Hill created a new group to enter the contest. The group is named after the drink Bucks Fizz, which is champagne and orange juice.
That makes sense.
Man, should have brought that around for the reaction today.
No joke.
That's kind of interesting, and it became a worldwide hit. Went to 1 in the UK, 7th best-selling UK single for the year. Featured on a BBC program about the 12-bar blues with a noted rock and roll style. Determined that Making Your Mind Up didn't become a one-hit wonder, Bucks Fizz, or some fans denote him the Fizz, followed up with the top 10 albums and singles recorded, which were of contemporary pop and expensive production. One famous single of theirs, The Land of Make Believe, is co-written with Peter Seinfeld of King Crimson.
Oh, wow. And the group actually doesn't consist of Nicola Martin and Andy Hill. It actually is Mike Nolan, Cheryl Baker, who performed in the group Coco for Eurovision 78, Jay Aston, and Bobby G. The song was released in March of 81. It was their debut single. They had just formed 2 months earlier for this particular thing. Following its win, it reached number 1 in the UK, several other countries, eventually selling in excess of 4 million copies. It was a different world. Back then, it launched the career of the group, went on to become one of the biggest selling acts of the 80s. The lyrics of the song are largely meaningless, so as we break those lyrics down, we're not going to find much. Although it can be argued they're about making the decision to commit to a serious relationship. It's held in affectionate regard to this day by many Eurovision fans and is generally considered to be a classic example of a pop song from the contest. At the end of the 80s, it was the 47th in the UK top-selling singles of the 80s. And in 2013, all these years later, BBC Radio 2 listeners voted as the best ever Eurovision entry for Britain.
Wow. Well, with that build-up, man, I'm excited to check it out. Hopefully it won't get blocked, but if it does...
It probably will, guys, so just check out the link below. They all do.
All right, Making Your Mind Up, Bucks Fizz coming in, man. And there's just... off the gate, just obviously great choreography, so in sync with each other, and just kind of good vibes going on throughout that track.
Yeah, I agree. Highly choreographed, highly put together. You could tell every little bit. There was not anything missed from, hand gestures on every single part of the song. The nice little choreographed dance, and there is the total pop song. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
No, yeah, exactly. And I mean, they chose a good looking quartet here.
Yep.
Kind of put it up front. So shout out to Andy Hill and company who was the brainchild behind this, man. I liked it. It was catchy, had some of that 80s charm still to it as well, man. And they just one of those songs that has a sense of fun about it.
Fun is what makes it so.
Not every song has to be lyrically dense or deep or anything. It had a catchy melody, had the claps in there, and that's enough for me, man.
Yeah, exactly. Agree. Now we're going to fast forward quite a ways into the future, all the way to 1997. Love, Shine a Light by Katrina and the Waves, who I actually know who they are. John said while Bucks Fizz were a put-together for Eurovision group, Katrina and the Waves were anything but. The song was composed by the group's guitarist and songwriter Kimberly Rue following a request from the brother of the group's drummer Alex Cooper to create an anthem for his local branch of the Samaritans. The members of the branch remarked that the song had winning potential for Eurovision. This opinion was seconded by a presenter of a local BBC radio station in Cambridge. And John told us Katrina chose her famous green jacket, bought in a market for £3. Even then, not a king's ransom for a Donna Karan second, outshining the fancy, expensive tailored suits of her band members. Because everything, as we just saw, has to go just be really well put together for Eurovision. Went on to win the national final. The rest is history. Despite Katrina's downplaying of the power of Eurovision, she went on to join a panel of judges when the UK decided to renew the national final process in 2016, called Eurovision You Decide, and it was the lead single from the album Walk on Water. It was their biggest success since, Trey, This Is How I Know Them, Walking on Sunshine, 12 years earlier when I was 14 years old.
I know that song.
Yeah, I didn't know they were still around and didn't know, established groups went into this thing.
Yeah, and in 2009, she restated her opinion of this track, saying it was such a feel-good, lighters in the air, cheesy number. It would have been embarrassing for it not to win. It had "I Am a Winner" written all over it, while adding, our song was quickly forgotten because we didn't have any sensational gimmick like Bucks Fizz. In describing Eurovision as a joke, people who take it seriously are the kind of people who get into Miss Universe. How can you have a contest about what's the best song? She also stated that Katrina and the Waves' Eurovision victory boosted the group's profile on the European cabaret circuit at the expense of their rock band credibility. So it seems maybe a little bitterness there, even though they won it, and it helped boost them a little bit. But,
it says a heavily factored into their breakup, actually. So
interesting, man. Well, all that to say, let's get into it. All right, Love, Shine a Light. Katrina and the Waves bringing it, man. Obviously, we're quite a few years after Bucks Fizz, and you could tell with the stage, man.
Definitely.
Much grander. What you think of this one?
I didn't really care for it all that much, honestly. I think you made a good point in there. She's got a great voice. They were spot on in their performance. The two background singers with the tambourine and then coming in on the chorus were spot on. I mean, it's professional musicianship. I don't know, man. I just didn't really care for the song. I mean, it has a good message and everything. I guess that makes me a Scrooge kind of. But what did you think?
I mean, I dug it for what it was, man. It's not one that I'd go back and listen to kind of in my free time. But if it's on, I'm not going to say change it,
right?
Type of deal. Lots of power in her voice, of course, and. It didn't have as much of the showmanship, I guess, as Bucks Fizz.
Even like she mentioned, they didn't have the gimmick.
Just kind of judging this battle in regards to the whole package going in here. But I think definitely a stronger vocal performance on this one.
And musicianship, definitely.
And, kind of stronger lyrically as well. But as we get now to our winner here, I thought Bucks Fizz just was catchier, had a better melody, and was just a bit more fun, just for me and my ears personally. So I'm going Bucks Fizz as my winner in this battle. But what do you got?
I got same thing, Bucks Fizz. I mean, although Katrina and the Waves, as I just said, better vocally, better musicianship. So I get all of that. I'm going with Bucks Fizz.
Bucks Fizz, man. It was just that sense of fun, man, and it was just so darn catchy. Just kind of some pop bliss there. But hey, man, shout out to Love, Shine a Light. The UK been slacking, man. 1997, the last win.
Long time, man.
So maybe at some point they can kind of get that revived, so to speak, man. But anyways, y'all, let us know which of these you have as the winner down in the comment section below. And thank you to Little John, as always, man, for bringing this to us. I'm sure there'll be more Eurovision fun in the months to come, man. And until next time, thanks for watching, happy listening, and we will see you.